Welcome back to the channel, and in this video, as following from my last video talking about pTGC, I wanted to make a short, very concise follow-up video on how to buy pTGC. It is so simple. This is gonna be like a 2-3 minute video, but if you've been interested in wanting to get in on it, I wanna show you how to do it. So first thing you're gonna need, obviously internet, go open up a new tab. We're gonna go right in and go to app.pulsex.com. And the reason we're going here is because app.pulsex.com, or when we get into PulseX after we get through this page here, is the only place with the main liquidity, and pTGC or DEX aggregators don't work, and there's no liquidity anywhere else at this point really. So the main liquidity is on PulseX. So once we get to this page, if you're unfamiliar with this, this is an IPFS link, and we are going to click on the pulsex.mypinata.cloud. I'm not going to get into the details here, but this is safe to click. And what's great about this actually is PulseX just had an update, which I'll release another video on to just explain even further, which is another 2-minute video, hopefully. But this tutorial is going to be way simpler than I originally planned it. So check this out. In order to buy pTGC, there's two things, well, three, that you have to do. One is on this swap interface here. First, you're going to have to connect your wallet, obviously. So if you're not connected, you're going to click the Connect Wallet button, connect MetaMask or Rabby or whatever you're using. And then with Pulse, you want to use Pulse. It's like it'll route for you, but if you're holding Pulse, it'll make things easier just for the routing. But at the bottom here, where it says PulseX, typically which comes up, you click that, type in pTGC, and you're going to see this comes up just like that. And now all you have to do is click however many tokens you want to swap to pTGC. And before you swap, though, this is the big thing. This is the kicker for this. What the slippage tolerance is normally set to is 0.5. So this is normally what you want your slippage tolerance set to, and is normally going to be like a default on PulseX. But because pTGC is a tax token, what we're going to have to do is go in and change this number here, the slippage tolerance in the custom field, to a 6. So you may have to delete it all. We're going to press 6. And when you're doing this, you must remember that when you're done this transaction, this setting we've just changed here at 6%, go back and click 0.5%. As soon as the transaction's done, make sure you always come back, reset, so that way if you do another swap on a different token for whatever reason, you don't accidentally get front run and get a bad deal on a swap, right? So again, we're coming into the slippage tolerance here up at the top under settings, this little gear next to your wallet. So we're clicking that. We're going to go into the custom field, and we're going to go 6 because we need an extra percentage, a little higher than what the tax token is, to allow that buffer to work properly for the swap. And if for whatever reason 6% isn't working for you, try 6.5, then try 7, and it will go through. 6% should work though, because there's a 5% tax for pTGC. So once you've done that, what you're going to see is you have the slippage tolerance down here, which shows 6%. Now, normally, and this is awesome because the PulseX update that literally just came out, v1.0.7, typically what would happen before this came out is there'd be a little toggle switch up top here where you'd have to click V1 and V2. And just to explain to you where these two pools are located for, I guess, just a deeper understanding, is the Pulse pTGC pair is the main pair with pTGC for liquidity. So on PulseX V1, that's where this liquidity lives. And we can go here and see by clicking sources route here on the bottom, we're going to go and click this little expand view on PLS pTGC. And we're going to see is you're going to see V1. It's going to go from wrap Pulse or Pulse all the way into pTGC just straight through, right? And we can see it's V1. So this is where the liquidity is going to sit. Now, if we were to go to UFO, right, which is the other token, the other main token or the secondary token to pTGC in the ecosystem, we would go down here and click the expand view, and what we're going to see is it's going to go Pulse to incentive to UFO. And we can see as it goes from V1 to V2. Now, I want to just explain to you how cool this update is for PulseX and how simple this now is. So all you're going to do once you go ahead and you have pTGC again in your interface and you go ahead and swap, if we refresh this real quick, typically what will come up is there's typically a little Fox logo that's going to come up right here next to your pTGC. And let's just see if it comes up here. So pTGC. And this little Fox is where you're going to want to click. Once you've done your swap, it's going to go ahead and add your tokens to your wallet. So you can click add token. And then once that's in your wallet, what you can go ahead and do is go back to your settings, click 0.5%, click this X, boom. You now have pTGC added to your wallet. Your slippage has been reset and you're safe to do other transactions. Now you can go to pTGC, now you can go anywhere else and you don't have to worry about coming back here and accidentally having the slippage set improperly. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope this makes perfect sense. That's it. That's all. This is how you go ahead and swap for pTGC. And thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe for more. It's coming soon. And make sure if you're interested in pTGC and you want to learn more about it, I am hosting a masterclass on September the 14th for a full day. And as a bonus to this whole thing, you're going to get 2 30-minute calls with me as well, private, one-on-one, after the masterclass, as well as the founder of pTGC, UFO, and that whole ecosystem is going to show up at the end of the masterclass for a live Q&A so that you personally can ask all your questions to the founder if you have any skepticisms, if you have any questions that weren't covered in the masterclass for whatever reason, or you've got curiosities about future projects, whatever you can possibly think of, he's going to be there for a Q&A as well. So that's enough for me though. If you want any more coaching, you know where to go, cryptographics.com/book-online. The link will be in the description below. And thank you for watching. I'll see you again in the next one very soon. Peace.